Okay guys, let's head to Mackinaw City, to the Mackinaw Museum. See the Coast Guard Cutter. Guys, about to take a tour of the old Mackinaw. Don't know why the radar is spinning because it's not working anymore. But yeah. This was the old US Coast Guard Mackinaw before they built the new Mackinaw, which is actually probably 5 times smaller as this one. Over there is a boat, the Innovator and a GL Strander, from Lafarge. Hang on. The boat's rocking. Let's step aboard. You ready? I hope I don't get... Watch out. This ain't easy.
Hi, how we doing?
Good. Ow. Wow. Okay.
Welcome aboard the Coast Guard Cutter Mackinaw. She was commissioned in 1944 and decommissioned in 2006. She ran for 62 years up and down the Great Lakes. Tour is self-paced and self-guided, so you can spend as much time as you like. There's TVs and DVDs throughout the ship, kind of give you a little idea what they did in each area. First one's going to tell you a little bit of the history of the ship, why she was so important to the Great Lakes, and also a couple little safety things for why you're on board. Okay? Yeah. Mainly be careful on those ladders. Okay?
Yeah.
There's if you look ahead at that open door, you can see the anchor pointing in. There's
a silver vehicle coming up with a little trailer behind it. They do not have tickets.
Thanks, Mary. I'm going to follow those anchors all the way through the ship. There's also yellow arrows on the floor. They'll take you all the way down. You're going to work your way down through one of the engine rooms.
Thank you,
and then from there, all the way up to the bridge, navigation, pretty much everything in between. Okay?
Sounds good.
Thank you very much. You guys enjoy yourself.
Alright guys, let's go. Wow. It's like this ship, guys, this ship is like 5 times smaller than the new one. No joke. Wardroom. Oh, it's that smell.
And the United States Coast Guard. The ice fields across the lakes.
I didn't realize this, guys, but this is a piston.
Welcome aboard the ice down.
There's where we are. Where we are going.
You to come down the stairs.
All the way up
Let
here.
you get the ball of your foot squarely on the stairs and let you focus on your descent. Be sure to give the neighbor in front of you and behind you plenty of space. With that, we'll get started. Let us introduce you to the wonderful vessel, the Mackinaw.
Oh, that scared me. Well, I have a guy didn't have a face. This guy did. Guessing. Wait, what's this? Vent trunk.
I guess we get this one.
It's a.
Go ahead.
Okay. I wasn't supposed to do that, but whatever. You be careful, I know what I'm doing. This definitely reminds me of the USS Little Rock. I don't know why, but it does. High voltage. First class officer bathroom. Or head, rather. There's another refrigerator. I don't think you can fit anything in here. Wait, what does that say? The ice room. I don't know. Let's see when the last time this was checked. Never. Battle lantern. Okay. Berthing. Oh, this is where they slept. It's not bad.
No, you don't take a lot of clothes with you.
Well, I mean, it's not bad.
No, not bad.
It's not cramped. There's a lot of room.
2, 4, 6 people.
No, I'm saying it's not cramped at all.
Everything else for women.
Oh. Okay. Earplugs. Employees only behind this point. Ah. Cruise quarters. Okay.
The engine room.
Oh. This is the engine room? Engine space. Okay. Let's start heading down to the engine room. Be careful.
Be careful.
I be careful. You're the older one. How did they go down these so fast? Why is it so steep when it's so wide? Right Compliance Center.
Afternoon.
Okay.
Okay, we have a total of 3 of these engine rooms aboard the Mackinaw, and you're in the center engine room number 2. And all 3 of them have a pair of those main diesel engines. So there's 6 of those main engines aboard the Mackinaw. And all they are
Wow.
is they're a 10-cylinder opposed piston, 2-stroke, 2,000 horsepower diesel engine.
2,000?
2,000 each, yeah. And all they're doing is making electricity. Because what's actually driving the boat is 3 big Westinghouse electric motors.
Western, okay.
Yep, we're diesel electric, the whole ship. Yeah.
Okay, so this is an actual piston, guys.
That's a piston and connecting rod, correct.
Yeah.
That's okay, I don't care.
Oh, you don't care?
No, it doesn't make any difference.
Um,
But they've known that trick for over 100 years. When you get up here to our galley on the mess deck, there'll be a model of the old Chippewa Railroad car ferry. She was a coal-fired steamer built in 1911. She had 3 propellers under her. They knew that trick way back in 1911. See, the chief had to haul train cars across from St. Ignace, UP, right to this very dock. That completed the Detroit Mackinaw Railway. And the chief had to have 3 propellers to go through that ice all winter long, back and forth. Such a simple little trick.
Pulls the water out.
Sucks the water out from underneath the ice so you
How does the boat-
create that little bit
How's
of
the boat
cavity.
get on top of the ice? Just
Well,
floats
that
up
ice
there?
is starting to sag down under its own weight. Then you slide up on it because you're shaped like a
Oh,
football.
okay. So it's not going through it, it's going.
No, you're
it
actually
slides
riding up
top
on
of
it and you're busting through it. You don't feel it though. This boat is so heavy it just cruises right along.
how come they made a smaller version of the Mackinaw? It's like 5 times smaller than this.
Right here, yes.
Yeah, it's like 5
It's
times
because
smaller.
our government wanted something cheaper to operate and do more than one job. That's a buoy tender, but it's not a heavyweight icebreaker. And they found out, oops, 4 years ago we had 12 freighters stuck in the ice up on Lake Superior. Do you know who had to come and rescue? The Canadians had to bring in a polar icebreaker because that can't break ice any thicker than 28 inches.
This could, right?
This can go through 3 feet of ice all day long at 10 miles an hour. You don't even know you're going through ice. Just cruising right through it. And there was no thickness of ice this ship couldn't break. Give us the time, we'll break it. Because we have a very special system on this boat that, do you think this ship's ever gotten stuck?
No.
You're right. We have to have a system on this boat where if we do run into a windrow that's say 12, 15, 20 feet thick, that's going to stop this boat instantly. And you're going to be hung up on top of it. But all we have to do is wait for the phone to ring in here, giving us permission to turn on the healing system. That's a pumping system where we can pump 112,000 gallons of water from side to side in just 90 seconds. We've rolled the boat about 2 wobbles. That slides you back off that windrow. You're no longer stuck. It's like rocking your car in the snow to get unstuck. We rock the boat to get it unstuck. Now we turn that pumping system off. We know we have heavy ice there, so what do? We just back up and pound it. Back up and pound it until we crack it. So give us the time. This ship is capable of breaking any thickness of ice.
Why they...
The whole total hull of the Mackinaw is 2 inches thick. The whole ship is built out of 5/8 inch steel. Then the bottom of the ship, you can see they put another layer of steel. That's because that second layer on the bottom of our boat is this 1 5/8
Wow,
thick
that's
steel.
thick.
1 5/8 thick steel. Would you like to hold it?
Oh.
Yeah, it's got some weight to it.
Holy crap.
And then behind all that, we're framed every 16 inches on center with big steel I-beam frames. 16 inches on center.
Wow.
But there's
Little piece worth.
23 pounds. 23 pounds. Can you imagine the whole ship built out of that?
Is this the front or the whole hull?
The whole bottom of the ship.
Whole bottom?
Yeah.
Wow.
Far up.
Well, see, this would be the ice line and the water line right here.
Yeah.
That'd be 19.5 feet. That's how much of the ship is underwater. Well, they take that thickness up another, let's see, that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 feet higher than the ice. Then the rest of this is only 5/8 inch steel. But it's still framed real close together, 16 inches on center framing.
Yeah.
But what really gives this ship its strength is how she's shaped. When you shape something like a football, okay,
It's very wide.
well, yeah, but you're shaped like a football, so you're kind of rounded like this.
Oh,
So
okay.
if we hit a big chunk of ice, what happens to it? It gets deflected. And if it's thick enough, like a windrow that's say 12, 15, 20 feet thick, then we get deflected. We go up on top of it and it stops us. Then we turn on that healing system to get
Why do you
ourselves.
need permission to do that?
Well, they have to call down from the pilot house.
Oh,
First,
okay.
they have to try back off, back off in that window,
Yeah.
and that doesn't work. So after they fool around for about a couple minutes, they finally smarten up and say, well, we got to call 2-space. That's this engine. And they give us the permission to use it. But before they call us, they announce over the whole ship's intercom system that we're going to use the healing system. No one's allowed outside, and all the watertight doors and hatches have to be shut. Because here's what that healing system looks like. You have 2 tanks right across from each other up in the front of the ship,
Yeah.
and 2 tanks right across from each other in the back of the ship. They're hooked with the looped pipe system.
Uh-huh.
When we turn that on, we're pumping 112,000 gallons that back and forth that fast. To do that, you can't have the water you're pumping from here over to here hit a dead end before it can loop around. On the tops of all 4 of these tanks, there's a blow relief, because air and water has to blast out of there. So on the tops of all 4 of those tanks
I still gotta go through Bill's break, so let's try to see about.
is that relief valve. And when that blows, all the water from these 2 tanks goes rushing down the side of the boat.
Wow.
Then they drop back down. Then all of a sudden, these 2 tanks, all the water goes rushing down the side of the boat. But that's the only way you can pump that water that fast back and forth.
When they retired this boat?
2006. It ran for 62.5 years.
Why did they
I bet
retire
my
it?
buddy was on it.
Why did they retire?
Yeah.
Because they can't get any parts for the ship anymore. They broke that upper crankshaft in 2003. You know where they had to find a spare crank for that engine?
Where?
Train scrapyard down in Texas and ship it up to Michigan. So when you have to start hunting scrapyards to keep your boat going, it's time to think about replacing it.
Yeah, but why? I still don't know why they made a ship 5 times as small.
They wanted something cheaper to
Save
operate.
money.
Save money. Cheaper to operate and do more than one job.
It's your government for you.
That's the government. Yep.
Yeah, I bet you this is the boat my buddy was on.
Probably was. Yeah.
Wow.
You remember, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. You remember the name Ray Paris?
Huh?
Remember Ray Paris?
No.
I graduated. Okay.
So these are only the 2 out of.
Out of the 6.
Yeah.
There's 2 in each engine room. 2, 4, 6.
Okay, so you can only come down here though.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's basically the same thing,
It's
technically.
the same, yeah. You've seen one, you've seen them all, and they look the same.
Okay. I see. Okay, so filling valve 11, you just hit open, close. Open, stop, close, all that stuff. Alright, let me see. Okay, so that's what the inside looked like. I don't know. Alright, so these are the same engines, guys. She was a diesel all her life, apparently. There's the piston. There's the pistons rods. That looks like that out of the boat. Alright, let's head up. Oh. Where's this? What is this, guys?
Crew headquarters.
Oh, apparently they had AC. That says heating / AC. Thank you for staying off the burst. Okay, I'll get on the burst. Yeah, it's very roomy. Very roomy. I can't show you guys this is copyright, but
No, you can.
We're now in number
number 3 engine room here aboard the Mackinaw. This is one of 3 of the engine rooms we have. They're all basically set up the same way. In front of us we have 2 main diesel engines. They produce the power to turn the shaft. These are diesel electric engines. There's 2 cranks on here that are turning to give electrical power to the generators on the other side of the mains. Those generators are giving electrical power to the motors, the motor rooms that are turning the actual shaft.
Man.
We're standing here between the 2 main diesel engines, 5 and 6. These are 10-cylinder Fairbanks and Morse diesel engines. If you look inside here, we have what's called fire boxes. And each of these little holes is a cylinder. Look right through these holes and see the cylinders behind the fuel pumps there. You have to be very careful. We're always constantly wiping down oil, making sure there's no fire hazards. But these temperatures are very high on the engines. If you touch bare skin on any of these metal parts, you'll burn yourself. You look down here in the bilge, we're always constantly cleaning it. It's a fire hazard because there's lots of water and oil combined. We have a gauge board here that gives us the readings of the engine.
Wow. Okay then. Okay, I guess that's how they started the engines. Oh, guys,
After starting and warming up the main engines, the deck crews haul in their lines and get Mackinaw ready for another day of heavy ice work.
alright, guys, I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna stop recording here.
It didn't have much. Couldn't run any longer.
Alright, let's go. Up. What's up here? Let's see. It looks like the galley. Kind of. There's your water boiler. Water tank, rather. There's your sink.
The dishwasher.
Like how they tape it, guys. I like how. Do not use, out of order. I can see you tape it off. What's over here?
Hi.
You run the original Coast Guard Cutter Mackinaw here, and she's making her final first cut across Whitefish Bay. Ice we're operating in here, probably 4 to 6 feet thick. A lot of pressure on it, a lot of snow on top of it. We're using all of our engines, and we're making slow and steady progress. To 62 years, she's truly still a marvelous, marvelous machine. Well built for what she's doing. Temperature outside is probably 17 or 18. Nice sunshine, it's a beautiful looking day, but if you step outside the pilot house, it doesn't take you long to feel the nip in the air. We've got a week or so before the first ships arrive here, and what we'll do is we'll take this ice field that's darn near impenetrable to an icebreaker today, and we'll keep working it and working it and working it along a track.
Wow.
Hopefully when those first freighters show up, in about 7 days from now, they'll be able to transit up and down these tracks by themselves without help.
That is surprising. This was the Chief what it? I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry. Waterman. Waterman. Okay, so 2 propellers. One in the front. Like the Mackinaw. Wow. Please do not touch. Oh, it is open. I didn't know it was open. Thought it was glassed off. That scared me. Hello. Oh crap. Oh, this is what they treat the patients. What they treat the sick members or people, rather. And treat them here, I guess. Here's the Interlake Steamship Company. The big 3. Iron ore, stone, and coal. Do I even dare pick this up and see if it works? Hello? No, it doesn't. I want to see what's over here. Okay. Food budget, 20,000 monthly. Okay. Are those real? Can you actually? Oh, you can actually buy them. Okay. If those are real eggs, I feel bad. But, oh, this is what we. Alright guys, we'll catch you in a second. Okay, where to now? Oh, there's that's where they tied them up. Hey, here's the ropes. One out here, around, and over there. I'm pretty sure they could still use this if they wanted to.
It's still running, yeah.
This is just where we were, probably.
Yeah, well,
Where are you? Lift for answer. A scuba diving bay or something. Damn. I'm over here. Man. I kind of guessed. I just guessed scuba diving bay, but I was wrong. Oh, hi. Engineering office. Okay, so these are. Okay. This is what they use for the engineering. Halon room, whatever that means. Halon storage.
Halon. There's tanks.
Halon?
Come here. Learn something. In those tanks is a gas. It's called halon.
Okay.
Throughout this ship, if there's a fire, the fire doors will close.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll release that halon. Halon takes all the oxygen out of the air, which smothers the fire.
Oh, it does?
Yes, that stuff is very expensive, that halon gas.
Very?
Very expensive. Let me see if I can see a valve.
This one is the XO's office.
Executive officer.
I can actually sit in a chair if I wanted to.
What?
To the officers and crew of the Coast Guard Mackinaw with appreciation, OCS Class 2 of 93. Wait, what kind of computer is this? It's a Micron PC. Never heard of it in my life. That doesn't work. Oh, there's still books in here. I'm done. What's this? Log office. I don't know what the log office is for, but viewing, I guess. I don't know.
Log office is where they keep all the records of everything.
So
All
they
the
keep
ships.
so they keep the records of everything.
Yeah. Blueprints of the ship.
Uh,
Xerox.
That's why they-
machines.
They have a camera.
Yeah, cameras.
They have your helmets and stuff. Oh, it tells you right here. Alright, let's go up. Boom, boom. Alright, let's go up. I would also use this to extinguish fires or something.
Fire hose.
There's your Coast Guard life raft, lifeboat, whatever you want to call it. CO's office. That's an old IBM, that's for sure. Commanding officer. Oh wow, this must have been pretty dark. Where's this go? Oh, it's tied off. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. Let's continue. Toilet. How obvious. Dignitary stateroom. Damage. That's damage. No exit.
This way.
Oh, they have it blocked off. Chart room. Oh, it's just for navigation. Okay, apparently they had to put a spider in there. What? See, this is the original throttles. They mostly use these two here. This one was used for the forward propeller, but they usually use these two for the stern propellers. I don't know what these are for. That's the wheel. There's the radar. Ah. That's just a computer to show you like where everything is. Oh, there's the horn. You can definitely tell this hasn't been opened in a while. There's another set of the same throttles. The captain, since it's cold out, they would come out here. Basically open this, basically be the same thing. Kind of like a cruise ship pilot house, except without it being extended out, it's like this. And there's your other area.
Yeah, this is Grand Holiday. We're coming back into Robert Falk's slip number 2-1, over.
Actually, we have today, according to the note I'm reading. I will do for you though is I will put you in the 99 where you were and just let you stay there, over.
Roger that. My wife has an injury to her hand, so she won't be able to help, over.
That's affirmative, Robert. Going on the dock to help you get in, over.
Yeah, this is where they would do radios, communication stuff. And these are the phones and all. Okay. Oh, bow thrusters. Bow motor? I don't know how this works. Oh, it's a long time since I've seen a butterfly. Yeah, here's a closer view of what it looks like. Here's a look over the boat. Hang on a second. I don't think that radar works. Maybe it's just for demonstration, or maybe it does work. I don't know. I don't know if that radar does work or not. It's probably just for demonstration, probably. Oh, there's another horn. Yeah, I see that. There's another horn. Guys, read this. Caution. Loud air horn sounds at noon. So it's set up to be sounded at noon. That's real information. Or whatever you call, I don't know. Oh yeah, it is working. See it up there? It's actually, that's a radio, that radio is actually has a wire going through there up to there, which is actually a real working radio communication. Okay, guys. I think this ends the tour, really. I think this really ends it here. There's a horn up there and there's a horn over there. Okay. Let's head down. This is Big Bertha, apparently. At least it's light. Wow. He said this can carry 94,000 pounds. This ain't connected, is it?
Can't move it, it gets locked in place.
Oh yeah, they do, don't they? Bless you.